You were tuned in to episode 1 of the Blunt Truth series, highly anticipated. It's your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru, and the Blunt Truth himself, Boxing First Vlog, aka Blunt. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, it's the friendly neighborhood guy that everybody loves to hate, BFV, aka the Blunt Truth. That's how I came into this YouTube streets, just spitting facts in these comment sections and getting a lot of hate in return. And, with success, with your words comes hate. So here we go.
Absolutely. And just to kind of add on to what he just said, when Blunt and I met, it was at the beginning of the channel, basically. I probably had less than 100 subs. And this guy's just in the comment section, just ripping everybody up in the comment section. And he was going by the Blunt Truth. And I'm like, yo, who was this dude in the comment section? Got the comment sections like lit. And after maybe about a month or two, I'm like, all right, I got to reach out, find out who this dude is, man. And it was Boxing First Vlog. And that's who he went by before, Boxing First Vlog and starting his channel and everything. So this is kind of just an extra to that, but it gets back to the essence of what we do, just period. The inception of the channel and the inception of us, going into this boxing journey. So this is a real good feeling for me because it just takes it back to the essence. But that's just a little segue. But we're getting into Shakur Stevenson. He fights this Saturday in his hometown, and this is the final fight of his top ranked contract. So what we're going to get into today is what's the future for Shakur Stevenson. We have to give the blunt truth about Shakur Stevenson, and not only Saturday, what he needs to do going forward. Who does he sign with? Where does he go? Future fights, weight classes. It's a lot we got to talk about. So let's get into Saturday. Saturday, Blunt, of course, is an opponent that we really don't know like that. The card it's a lot of fights on the card. Let me know your thoughts about Shakur and going into Saturday.
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. The lineup felt like he needed a lot of support. You got Keyshawn, you got Oshaki Foster. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are kind of got a little bit of shine themselves. So if you put their shine with his shine, it makes him look even more like, you know what I mean? Oh, look, they got to follow Shakur to get some limelight, blah, blah, blah. In all actuality, I don't think these two dudes need that. These two dudes are mainline guys themselves. Both of them, one of them being a high-ranking contender, early fast tracking the type of guys, sort of in a Loma sort of game plan. So that in itself is just enough to bring people to the table. Like, as his competition steps up, it's still early in his career. People still have a lot of questions, and they're willing to pay to see that. So these guys have their own lane to kind of say, "Yo, I'm a main card guy myself. I'm a main event guy myself." So and the run that Foster's been on, he's definitely deserving of a main event sort of fight. I think they put this together because he needs that help. I think this guy is unsellable. If he not selling tickets in his neighborhood, don't nobody know who he is like that, or nobody's willing to say, yeah, we going to Vegas this weekend to go see Shakur Stevenson, or we going to Miami this weekend to go see Shakur, we going to Atlanta to go see Shakur.
Yeah, this looks like your typical top ranked card. You got the main event, and a lot of their up and coming guys are going to be on the undercard. With Shakur is really at a point right now, like he's really at a crossroads. This is the type of card where Bob Arum's basically saying this is your last fight on the promotion, and I'm really not gonna put too much into this. I'm gonna give you a home game. I'm gonna give you a
He
home game.
he's
But
been giving them home games.
yeah, but this one here, this one doesn't scream, hey, I'm trying to re-sign you. You understand what I'm saying? This doesn't scream that. This says this is the last fight of the contract. I'm gonna try to do what I can, and that's it. Like that's literally
That's
what this says.
Now that supports what I'm saying about him as not the fighter, not the person, not the man. What's going on with his boxing limelight, his boxing future, like as that superstar, that Tank Garcia, those guys that are really the Haneys, the guys that are really starting to get these checks in. I see him asking for these guys' names, but at the same time, you as an opponent have to bring something to the table, not just yourself, not just the body, because you can go to any gym and go find a body as Tank and make a sellable fight. We know this works because Floyd did it. Yeah, I mean, he threw a couple names in the mix, but throughout that run that Floyd was on, he had some just regular guys, the Ghost Robert, what's his name, Garcia, dudes like that. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but Floyd was able to sell it. Floyd was able to do what he was supposed to do to make sure that that fight was, was profitable.
Right.
I don't know what Shakur can do. Calling people out is cool. Making waves on social media and all that, that's cool. But what's next? We know what Ryan Garcia was bringing to the table. You know what I mean? Outside of the juice, he was actually bringing some booties to the seats.
What was he on, bro?
He was on that space juice. You know that Voltron. He was on that go go. Hey, no, he was on that go go gadget juice.
Yo,
He is on that go go gadget. Man, blunt
oh,
truth, man.
man.
I just gotta keep it solid all the way around, bro. That's not cool. Nothing's cool about that. He don't know what he's doing to his body.
Look, if you actually look at this card on Saturday, like to be honest with you, the real star, the person that I think can be the biggest star is really Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason is a problem. He's a problem. He's a problem.
I mean, that's where they got their hands full over there because they got Shoo.
Choo and Mason is where it's at. Like they really got a shot to really be
Now,
if
now
they're
I'm gonna tell
matched up
you.
correctly. If they're
I'm gonna
matched up
tell
correctly.
you what the base. Shoo has a base. New
Right.
York is a lot bigger than goddamn Jersey. You know what I mean?
Well, the
As
thing
far as
about
like
that, if you think about it, bro, the New York Jersey thing, like take like Danny Garcia for instance. He's from Philly, but his base is mainly New York. He go to the Barclay. That thing is sold out. You know what I
But
mean?
Phil, I'm from the city. You know what it is. We know how the city is, man. All the boxers from the city went through that, bro. They didn't really be able to have that super mega fight in the city because the city does what they do, man. They boo Santa Claus at the goddamn All-Star game. So,
I mean,
they
be quiet to be. I mean, quiet is kept. Like Boots joint is not sold out. Like Boots joint is
see.
not sold out. With Shakur, what is if you had to put him in one place, one promoter? Where do you feel like he has the best fit?
I mean, if you really look at it, bro, is only three promotions that you can really run with, unless he's maybe made some connections over there with the Prince, so he does have the criteria to be marketable and try to take that next level. But I don't know why it hasn't taken off. I think it's leaned towards his performances, bro. And to me, it kind of started with the African. It took a step back when he was able to get rid of the OG. When he was able to get rid of the Army boy. What's his name? Herring.
Oh, it's about Jamel
Uh,
Herring. Jamel
yeah,
Herring.
he was in. So he kind of got a little bit of little something something back, and then it took another step back because he had another distance fight. So his stock was going up and down, and never kind of kept going up, and then he could hit a little plateau and say, "Yo, now we can go for." To the tip top like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like he kind of
Yeah,
he
he had the
he
he had the because when he fought Jamel Herring, and that performance that put him up there.
That
That was the
that
performance that he needed, but he needed to actually follow up on that
up
performance,
on that.
capitalize on it, and he did
That's
not
exactly.
capitalize on it. So I agree with you 100%. His performances has set him back quite a bit. And with Shakur, he's already behind the 8 ball already because people don't like his style. Now, me personally, most of the time he can fight in an entertaining fashion, but he's had a few fights where it's kind of just like, I don't know, like what are you doing? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Let's compare him to his counterpart, Haney. Oh well, Haney don't got knockout power, but you know why you watching Haney? You waiting for him to lose. You waiting for him to get knocked out. So when you see Shakur, you're kind of not waiting for him to get knocked out because he's not fighting guys that we feel like that are dangerous and that are really going to go after him like that. You understand what I'm saying? So we actually waiting for him to spark and do the work and set the fire and create the blaze. And he consistently hasn't done that. So if you compare him to Haney, Haney's selling for a different reason. People are paying to see him lose, like the
yeah,
Australia situation.
it's different
They went
types
out
of
there to see him
promotion.
lose.
It's different types of promotion. Like you can promote yourself, like Sugar Ray Leonard, the way he promoted himself, and like a James Toney, they promoted themselves completely different. There's different ways to promote yourself and there's several lanes you can promote yourself in the sport of boxing. And the thing with Shakur going forward, the thing Shakur has to do is perform. He has to perform, and he has to perform in a way to where it's going to promote his brand. Now, I know he made a statement. I don't know what interview it was, but they asked him about the Devin Haney situation with Ryan Garcia, and he said, "Well, I would have just had to have been boring that night." And I'm like, you can't say that in front of a camera. I'm like, boxing heads, we understand what you're talking about. Fight smart, make sure your main focus is to block the left hook. We get it, but you can't say that in front of the camera. You can't say that in front of the camera. Like I'm like, people are critiquing your every word and your every thought. And if you're trying to be a pay-per-view fighter, I'm like, you can't say, hey, well, I'm just gonna have to be boring that night. It's certain stuff like that with Shakur, and I'm just like, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's situations. You feel what I'm saying though? Like, it's situations like
Listen,
that where it's
check
kind of
this
just
out.
like, damn, I wish he ain't say that.
Check this out. You know who else heard that?
Mm-hmm.
You know who else heard that?
Who's that?
Bob Arum. Bob Arum heard that. The guys that are trying to develop to see what the next move is based on different conversations or different thoughts from people, and they can say, yeah, based on what he said there, we can kind of run with that and create this fight or whatever. He's saying things that make them think like, now who we gonna put him in there with? He just want to go
Right.
out there and dance. He don't want
Yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody paying for a ballroom dance. People paying for a fist fight.
Yeah. And the thing, and listen, Shakur Stevenson is one of the most gifted fighters you're gonna find in the game today. Nobody's tripping on his skills. His skills is top notch. He could pretty much do it all in the ring. He can pretty much do it all. But we're beyond that point now because we know that. We know he the goods when it comes down to being inside that ring. He's the goods. Now, let's paint the picture for Shakur going forward. What's the best weight class for him? Is it staying at 35? Should he go up to 40?
He should go up to 40 and
Okay.
he should sign like a 3-fight deal with PBC or something like that because the opportunities are there for big fights. I have no idea what Shakur could do. I really don't, bro, because he's not a killer in the ring. So you're not like, yo, this dude dangerous, he a problem. We think that because we know he can box. But at the same time, is he really a problem when he says things like, I would have just been born? But is he going to box that night? I happen to pay for his fight. Like, what the, you know what I mean? Like, we're in a conundrum with this guy, bro. So I really, bro, I'm at a loss for words, and that's the blunt truth of the matter. I have no idea what he could do, but I would suggest the PBC situation outside of the Herring and Valdez. Like, answer me a time when you remember talking about a Shakur fight a month later. People still talking about Tank. You know what I mean? And he got to get ready to fight Loma, but people are still just talking about Tank in this run that he's been on and that nature. I don't remember talking about Shakur literally until this week, even thinking of this fight until this week. Why? I know the little holiday was coming up. I'm taking off this weekend. I usually work, but I'm taking off this weekend. I want to watch this whole card, and we're gonna break it down Sunday on Boxing Talk. So I'm definitely hoping y'all gonna tune in for that. So check us out live, Goodfellas Podcast. That being said, though, I think PBC. To really be honest, bro, I think that's the only move. Got to do an independent situation. Don't sign no long-term deal. Do a 3-fight situation. Make sure it's at 140 because he definitely don't have the. Let's see what 147 entails. Lil Moxie. He got gym Moxie. I don't think he has ring Moxie. Like, I'm going out here killing. Unless he's bigger, because the dudes he's beat up, Valdez and Herring, he was bigger than. He wasn't bigger than the African dude, so he didn't have his way with him. I don't think he's going to be much bigger than Hikatarian.
I didn't even try to say his last name, bro.
Haranation. I don't know how to spell, but look, dude, listen, this dude, bro, if Shakur fights off the back foot, I'm having a problem from Jump Street. This is a fight. You should be on the front foot going forward. Don't play that counter punch and I'm looking for the one shot joint. Not that he can't knock this dude out, but bro, dude, you should be able to beat this dude. 1-2, setting your things up, using your angles, because this dude he just you're a rugged European fighter. You know how them dudes are. They rugged. They you know what I mean. They not all cupcakes. So he should have his way, and it should be impressive. And if it's not impressive, what are you showing the other people that are the rivals in the business game that have the possibility to do business with you? You're not showing them nothing if you don't show them something. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Really, with Shakur, like, I mean, really, to wrap this up, it's all on him. It's all on him. If he go in there and whip ass, we good. We good. He can get whatever fight he want, and the people gonna come watch.
Oh, that's the blunt truth of it.